Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great night. This is a very odd time for me to be posting a video, but I have to reconfigure my garden a little bit, and I just thought that I would come on here and let you all know what I'm doing and maybe get some advice and give some advice. Before I get into it, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or returning viewer, welcome. Welcome back. And in any event, thank you for watching. If you like my video at the end, you can always, you know what to do. Thumbs up, comment, hit the icon bell, etc. So let's get into what happened. Well, I live in New England. And last week, we had 2 nights in the 20s. And it was right after I had put out my tomato plants that I started from seed indoors. Needless to say, I gave them about a week. And they were covered. They just didn't pop back, and I think I put them in when they were just too immature. And then you add the fact that we had frost, and they just didn't make it. So I went out today and I bought some tomato plants. Now, usually I grow everything from seed. And I've always said, and I've said it on here, there is nothing wrong with getting plants that are already started for you. I ended up getting tomato plants that were about 2 feet tall with tons of flowers on them. Very, very sturdy trunks. They were a good size. I think they were in like a 6-inch pot. And they were $2.99 each. I got various varieties. I've got some early girl. I got some, just different varieties of them. I can't remember them, all the different varieties. But they are fantastic. And all I can say is, with all the love and attention and nurturing that I gave those other tomato plants, and it's really sad that they died on me. But maybe it's a blessing, because these tomato plants, I could not buy or grow them for $2.99 a piece. I just couldn't. You figure the water, the grow lights, the fertilizer, the soil, everything. I could not grow them for $2.99 a piece. Not for what I got. Nor could I go to the store and buy a tomato for $2.99. Maybe a large tomato for $2.99. They're more like 3-something here by the pound. So I got 16 of them. And in 10-inch pot, I bought 2 10-inch pots of cherry tomatoes with the little cage and everything that's all attached to the pot. There are tomatoes on there and tons of flowers. There's tons of flowers on the other tomato plants. So I put them all in the ground today. And I did a new trick where I planted them a little deeper than usual. And I made sure that the soil came way up around the root of the trunk. And I just want to make sure that they're nice and sturdy. And when they have more dirt around them, they'll grow more roots. So they should fare pretty well. Now, my cucumber plants that are out there, they're kind of stunted. They germinated, they got 2 leaves, and it's been 3 weeks, and I just now have a second leaf coming out on them. So I don't know what's going on with those, and I always stop my cucumbers outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start some more cucumbers indoors and then transplant them outside, and then they'll probably take off, because it's going to be pretty warm the next couple of weeks. In the 70s and 50s and 60s overnight. Yeah, it is a little frustrating, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, you know? I got tons of seeds here, things that I'm going to be replanting, and I just have to not beat myself up over it, which is what I was feeling really guilty, because I had to go buy plants that were started. I felt like I failed. But Could I control the weather? No, I can't control the weather. The part of that I could control was putting them out way too early. So I'm going to go through my seeds tonight. These are the ones that are open, so I'm going to be finishing these up this year. And I'm just going to go through and make a list of everything I have, put them together, and I'm going to start replanting. I'll probably end up doing it tonight. But the greenhouse is still set up with the grow lights. I should be all set. But other than that, my zucchini plants are doing great. My lettuce is doing great. My basil and oregano is doing great indoors. I'm going to move them outside when they get a little stronger. Basil's very temperamental. So I want to leave it inside a little bit longer. So you know what? There's no shame in starting over. You do what you got to do to grow your own food. Grow your own food, be independent, be self-sufficient as much as possible, because it doesn't look really good. I mean, things are just falling apart everywhere you look. The country is just falling apart. The whole world is going crazy. And although I promise no doom and gloom on my channel, and I still won't, sometimes you just have to face reality. We are prepping for a reason, and it's not a very pleasant reason. So, get yourself some seeds. It is not too late. If you can hunt down for some plants that are already started, do that. I think the only thing that might be a little late to start by seed, it depends where you live too. If you have a longer growing season, you could still start tomatoes and peppers inside. So just get some seeds or get some starts and just keep going. And if something doesn't come up, find another way to grow that same item. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not giving up. I have a small garden, but it's getting bigger and bigger. I keep adding to it. So I have all kinds of squashes and herbs and tomatoes and all varieties of peppers and hot peppers. And I'm just doing the best I can, you know. And I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop prepping. We talk about, our prepper kitchen. What about our prepper garden? We need to have our prepper gardens and get them going. It's not too late. It's still May. We got another week of May. So that is what I wanted to share for tonight. Hopefully when I get this organized, I'll have some peace of mind and I'll be able to go to sleep. But I was sitting here worrying about my babies. They are my babies. So I'm going to be going through these seeds, and these are some of my own seeds from last year. Yeah, I got to grow my squashes, my pumpkins. I got a ways to go. So I'm going to be doing that tonight. I hope everyone has a great night. I know it's a odd time, like I said, for me to be putting up a video, but thank you very much for watching. And I will see you folks tomorrow on tomorrow morning's coffee chat. I love you all. Have a great night. God bless you. Bye-bye.